Hello everyone and welcome to Kip TV. I am Kip and we have a sixes match for you today from UGC sixes. And yes, UGC does sixes, guys. I actually haven't casted any UGC sixes, but right now we're watching the different colors rollout. Team Checkmate is in red and he got to mid very fast. It looks like he's putting down a ton of spam on the garage side. Meanwhile though, blue is deciding to push out of the narrow choke right here and able to take down Pretzel and Frostfire, but the Scout and the Soldier, and now they're pushing onto mid, finding a lot of resistance from red right there. But it looks like red is getting some time on the point right now with their demo. Only 3 up now for blue. They need to fall back, and they indeed are doing so. Blue is UBS, which may confuse you because UBS is a Highlander team, but no, they also do sixes because they are so talented. And here comes the blue Uber. Red Uber is popped in retaliation to keep the players alive. It looks like blue is falling back and they're not able to do what they wanted to with that Uber. So they indeed are going to fall back to their second to last point and try to defend here for a minute or two. Meanwhile, red is still keeping up that aggression to put in a ton of spam. Hildreth with a rocket takes down Arthur, the other soldier for red. Hildreth as a soldier? What, you may ask? Yes, indeed. Hildreth is usually the medic for UBS's Highlander team, but he is doing a soldier today. And doing some good work there. Managed to take down Jordan, the scout. So we'll see what is going on. Blue now looks like they're trying to get some flank in action, which is such a good idea. On Gullywash, pushing up but unable to get where they wanted to. Their soldiers both go down, and meanwhile red is... Oh man, John looks like the demo took down Psychotropic, which the medic for red, and looks like I think he said he had a full charge, so that was a drop right there. So that's gonna be huge for blue. UBS, unbelievably brave sweethearts, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that, but they are unbelievably brave, etc. So we will watch them take this Uber in, so that their opposing medic is nothing, and just now respawning. Here comes the pop. Not even sure if it was justified right there because Polk, the medic, was still full health right there, and then there was not too much red aggression. But here we go. Here comes red actually from behind. They're getting some nice flank action. There's a ton of damage going down. Red is 3 up, 2 up right now. Blue is really hurt. Just the scouts and the demo alive for blue, trying to pressure red back. And it looks like they're going to be able to take back this point, but they're still really super hurt. Both of the scout and the demo are hurt. Blue takes back mid, and of course mid so important in Gullywash. Looks like Polk went down. Polk, the medic, again, is confusing because Polk is heavy on their Highlander team, but no, Polk is a medic today. We'll go over rosters real quick. So Polk is medic, Hildreth is soldier, TM4 is scout, Ritalin is scout, John Z8 is demo, and Vanilla Ice Cream. Oh, Vanilla Ice Cream, what a delicious sounding name. Anyway, Psychotropic pops the Uber in. He was taking a ton of damage, so good pop there, but not able to take out any blue with that pop. So they are managing to get back on the point. Looks like Vanilla Ice Cream does go down. That's what you get for having a delicious name. So one soldier down though. Red was not able to get the kills. Okay, so TM4 does go down the scout. He goes down in the garage, pressured by both scouts. But blue still has a very nice presence right here, and they'll be getting those respawns soon. Polk is almost at 100%. There he is. He is at 100 right now. We'll see if he pops it. He does indeed to defend the second to last point. Again, not getting a ton of kills, but managing to stave off that red aggression for another second. Oh, nice airshot by Arthur to take down Hildreth in the airshot with the shotgun, which is a little easier than the rockets, but still, nonetheless. Oh, Polk goes down to different colors, some bam right there, but then TM4 gets Psychotropic, the other medic for red. So both medics down, but blue has greater numbers. Actually, no, 4 up for both teams. Vanilla Ice Cream go into the drop down, trying to get some sneaky advantage. Finds out, looks like Jordan, the soldier for the other team. Sorry about that. But it gets caught in the garage. All right. So what are we doing right here? what's going on, guys? This is a lot of back and forth action. Doesn't look like either team has a real plan. Maybe they do, though. I'm also not good at distinguishing plans, so we'll see. We'll go over real quick Red's roster. Oh, well, no, here comes a push by Blue. That is Hildreth, I believe, rocking in there, but he manages to get Psychotronic. He actually does get the medic, so there's a nice bombing in there from Hildreth. He does go down, but Red is pushing now without their medic, which is very risky. Polk is down too, so no reason to actually be scared for Red. They managed to take second to last for the first time in this match. Alright, and we're seeing some off-classing now. We have Hildreth on demo and Polk on medic, which is the exact opposite of their Highlander setup, so that amuses me. Anyway, so Heavy for this last point for defense is very typical, because you can just get, because Heavy has so much health, and you can just spam down anybody who's coming in, and then stand on the point too if they actually, the other team gets any time on the point. He can just stand there and prevent the cap. I'm not sure why he has his shotgun out now. I guess he's going for the fat scout approach, which is interesting. So, that is their defense, and Red, don't know if they know what they're pushing into right now. They are close to Uber. Looks like Different Colors has got some nice tickets set up. They're just waiting for that Uber. 9900, here we go. What are they going to do with it? We'll go in the Psychotropic cam. Is not pushing yet. They need to, well, they had a slight advantage right there, but they did waste it, so now they're going to be pushing into an Uber. Indeed, that is what's going on. The blue Uber is popped in retaliation on Hildreth. The Heavy is putting down a ton of spam, not getting anyone yet. Jordan actually is on the point. Looks like, oh, and he managed to take down Hildreth, and there we go. Actually, that was Pretzel. I'm sorry about that. The scout, so Pretzel gets that kill. No, sorry, yeah. Jordan did take down Hildreth, but Pretzel got the cap. There we go. So nice teamwork for the scouts. We'll just go back on the Different Colors rollout again. He's doing the exact same thing he did before. Tried to put some spam down on the garage, but the scouts were able to get out before he did that, so there's actually a lot of blue presence there. He wasn't able to stop them. Oh, but actually did get Vanilla Ice Cream on the point, so manages a defense right there. Not bad work, not bad at all. Pretzels and Vanilla Ice Cream. That sounds pretty good. But Blue is pushing back right now. They have the number slight. They have one up on Blue, but they actually are very close to their 100% Uber right now, so they have a slight advantage that they were going to want to work with. But actually, Blue pushes back. Alright, so both Ubers are full. All our team is up. All members are up, and all are very full health. So we'll see how this plays out. Who's gonna push? I would think Blue would push in first. But, there we go. Yep, indeed. Polk takes in Hildreth. Hildreth gets a nice kill on the demo, but now there's a ton of rockets going down. It looks like 3 down for Red. The soldier and scout went down. Pretzel, meanwhile, taking down a ton, and Vanilla Ice Cream is trying to get Psychotropic, but has not managed to. We have backcap going on as, but Vanilla Ice Cream is trying to get this as, oh man, yeah, Vanilla Ice Cream is so hurt right there, and so Different Colors does take him down. So Red is going to push up to the second point. Oh, but there's a scout right there. Gotta watch out for that. That is TM4, and he is doing some nice kills. We have not gone over the Red roster real quick, so we'll do that. It is Checkmate is their name. You can see that they got a little check M for their tag, which I appreciate. Psychotropic is Medic, Different Colors is Demo, Pretzel is Scout, Jordan is Scout, Frostfire is Soldier, and Arthur is Soldier as well. So these are both teams in the Steel Division of 6s of UGC. And the person who sent me this explains all the terrible pings for UBS. Apparently Polk is on vacation in Hawaii, so that explains his 100+ ping. Hildreth is, of course, a European player who plays on American teams. Okay, here comes the Ubers. So John Z8 going down, but not a whole. Hildreth managed to take down different colors, so that's going to be significant for their push into this last without that demo man there. But can they do anything? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the push into the second to last. Here we go. So yeah, so blue is pushing in, getting some nice kills right there. Getting some time on the point, and looks like they will probably be able to cap this. All red is in this lobby right now. Not all, but everyone else who's still alive. So blue's going to want to continue this forward push. We'll see if they can. John Z8 putting down some spam, and there's probably a ton of spam. Oh, I was going to say there's probably a ton of sticky traps on this side, but there is not actually. Because that's right, different colors went down, so that is so important. Well, that speaks to the importance of a demo on defense of this last point in Gullywash, obviously. Alright, so we're seeing some off-class now from a red. We have a sneaky little heavy. That is Arthur went off class to heavy, so we'll see what they decide to do with that. They're 100% Uber for both teams. Vanilla Ice Cream goes down, so I'm going to wonder if Blue's going to delay their push to see if they can wait for their soldier to come back up. Probably. No, Ridlin is got that nice little spot. I actually didn't know you could stand up there. Where did that go? Anyway, so Frostfire actually coming in trying to get probably the medic to pop Uber, but instead he goes down, so that's going to give a player advantage to Blue, and they're probably going to want to push in on this, and indeed that is what they're doing. Hulk takes in, looks like Hildreth, but the red Uber is popped in retaliation. There's a red heavy on the point. And indeed, that is. But there's. Everybody for blue is still up. And there we go. Who is that? TM4 gets on the cap. Gets on the point as red was starting to push forward again. So an excellent little sneaky back move right there by TM4. Oh, interesting. Psychotropic is running crits. So that'll be fun. I'm trying to find the John C8 camera. There we go. We have seen different colors roll out a few times. Actually, John C8's doing very similar rollout, but he's putting those stickies a lot closer and then spamming those pills farther away. So that is a good idea. Different colors is down, and Jordan goes down. Oh, and Pretzel goes down too. So blue getting some great frags here at mid, and John C8 trying to follow up and get that medic kill, but Psychotropic is falling back. Blue does manage to cap, so that is. Oh, but here comes the crits. But Psychotropic goes down. John Z8 got a nice sticky in there, and that just completely nullifies that crit. So excellent, excellent work there by John Z8 to just take down Psychotropic before he could do anything with that crits. Otherwise, it could have been very damaging because all of blue was at mid. So there we go. Hildreth is down. Riddlin is down for blue, but it looks like they're still going to want to push. Oh, will they? Looks like Polk dropped somebody. I think it was John Z8. Did not manage to save him. So they're falling back right now. Oh! Poke takes a rocket and goes down, so he drops that Uber. Definitely puppets, don't drop it. But, you know, it's easy to say that. Especially because it rhymes. Pop it, don't drop it. Easy to say, fun to say too. But yeah, so especially on sixes though, you think you want to be able to hold it as long as possible. And sometimes you just can't. So a nice advantage for red. They did switch back to regular metagun. They saw that crits did not work at all because John just completely shut them down with that sticky to take down Psychotropic. So they will be countering Uber with the Uber, but of course Psychotropic is going to have it significantly sooner than blue and Hulk. So we're seeing a little stalemate action right here. I just red looking in to garage. Uber is popped. Here they go, pushing in, but it's just the Uber right now. Okay, here we go. Here's the other soldier. He's in here trying to go after the scout. Not getting that kill. Actually, but Polk is down. It's not see how that happened, but went down in that aggression. So that is almost a complete wipe. Only TM4 is the only one left for red right now. They're just gonna keep a few on the point and then push forward the rest. Look at this, there's nobody up. Oh, can they get it? No, that heavy comes in there and just obliterates them, but then it follows up with Arthur, the soldier. So a nice cap there. And now it's 2-1 checkmate. Not checkmate yet, but checkmate is leading 2-1. John C8 missing that sticky, and I'm not sure, he probably would have taken a little too much damage right there. Missing another jump right there. So we'll let him get his stuff together and come back to his scam. We'll check out the TM4. And I think TM4 was a ringer for this match, but I'm not completely sure. He does go down. Oh, Polk goes down too. Just some crazy spam going down here at mid. Hildreth and John C are the only ones alive, and super hurt. Now Hildreth is the only one alive. Got his equalizer out. Oh, he's hiding. I don't think red knows he's here. Oh, yes, they do. So Hildreth is behind the lines. Meanwhile, there's a cap going on at second to last. Different colors is, I think, giving up on Hildreth. No, oh, Frostfire gets the kill on Hildreth, and then Checkmate is managed to cap that second to last point in a significantly faster time than any of the other rounds. So, but different colors is hurt right now. They need to build up his health and that Uber, and they'll probably have a slight Uber advantage pushing into last. Looks like Ritalin has gone off class. He's heavy, and now TM4 actually is sniping. So let's get on the TM4 cam. Because that's the first sniper we've seen in this match. So blue, right now, the UBS does not have any scouts, which is unusual for sixes, but we'll see if it works out for them. Team 4 just looking for some big pick, preferably on Psychotropic, the medic. He has 100% Uber right now, but it looks like Polk will have his Uber built up just in time for that. So yes, both Ubers at 100% right now. So Psychotropic really wasted that advantage that they had. It was a slight one, so they would have to push fast in order to get it. But now they do need to push. They did lose Jordan, one of their scouts, so they may wait for him to respawn. Looks like that is their plan. Scouts, of course, so important for capture point because, of course, they count as 2x2 on any point. Oh, but it's just stalematey. Not really stalematey, just kind of like waiting. I don't know what the word is. I guess that's stalemate. Anyway. Here we go, maybe? I don't know. What's going on? Hildreth is trying to get in here and try to force a pop, but actually falls back before he does too much damage. Or takes too much damage, that is. Jordan, up here on the little nifty ledge thing that I didn't know happened or existed. Mostly because I don't think I've ever played Scout on Gullywash. But anyway. So what are you guys doing? Push. Somebody push. They're looks like they're just trying to waste out the clock right now, but the clock doesn't matter. There's 7 minutes left. Or 11, about 12 minutes left in this half. And 7 minutes, 30 seconds to cap another point. What are you guys doing? I seriously, I don't understand, so somebody please help me out with this. Why are they not pushing here? I guess they're waiting for that pick or something. Alright, finally! Oh, thank God. And of course now my camera work is terrible, so I can't even figure out what's happening right here. Ah! Okay, there we go. Both Ubers popped. One on Polk, or Polk is the medic, and there we go. Getting onto the point, actually saving the point for a little bit, getting some defense with John, the demo, but he is super hurt right now. He needs to get some health, but he doesn't want to abandon the point because, oh, Polk goes down. Different colors takes him down to some stickies. Where is different colors? He is on the side right here, just putting down some spam with his medic, so that is very, very dangerous. Psychotropic is actually back up to almost 60% Uber, so they're going to have a crazy advantage that they really, really, really need to push in on because Polk is, still down, so he's not going to have anything. Well, he's not going to have anything very soon. Until soon. Wait. Words. Hard. Anyway. Psychotropic. Again, they're taking position of the lobby, but here comes Hildreth, being super aggressive, and there he goes. He gets Psychotropic, so a nice medic pick right there. Hildreth just suicided in order to get his team that advantage, which was an excellent idea. Let's see what his team decides to do with that advantage. Polk is still working up his Ubers, just now reaching 50%, so they're not going to want to push out there yet, but they are able to put together a little bit more of a forward defense. Like right now they're trying to go for this hallway Looks like actually they're backing away. So Ritalin is still on heavy. It looks like TM4 decided to go back to scout. Did not manage, I don't think he got anything as sniper, so probably a good idea to go back to scout. Alright, so Polk has his 100% Uber. We'll see what he decides to do with it. Frostfire taking a ton of damage here in the hallway. Looks like TM4 goes down, so that's one scout. Polk and Blue should really push forward with this because they know they have that Uber advantage because Hildreth took down the opposing medic. So, okay, alright, here they go. Please, yes. Alright, they're pushing. There you go. Uber is popped. Looks like Psychotropic did go down. Hildreth managed to take him down again. Polk flashing the Uber round manages to help out his... I think that's Hildreth, yes, again. But now he's kind of out of position. Polk is... oh, run, Polk. He is indeed running, so he can hear me, obviously. But he is very much hurt right now. There's a scout on the point. Actually, scout goes down. That's Pretzel goes down to TM4. So Blue did not do a ton with that Uber advantage. They did manage to take down Psychotropic, but they did not manage to push or anything else with it. So not exactly sure if that's what they were going... Well, of course they're going for the medic drop, and they got that, but the point after that is to continue the push and continue the aggression, but they've had to fall back. So we're going to be waiting on that Uber to come back again. You know, at this point it's been 2-1. It's been kind of prolonged waiting to see who can get that Uber and then who goes in there. But I don't. Oh, we'll watch Hildreth again. Let's see if he can do something big. Oh no, he gets shy. All right, but Polk has 100%. We'll see if they decide to take it in. Psychotropic is building fast. He'll have 100% though to counter any of Blue's Ubers. So we may see another stalemate thing unless they can get Psychotropic to drop or Polk to drop. So Hildreth's peeking out right there, not wanting to commit. Looks like they realize that Red has this Uber and is going to be pushing. Here we go. Uber popped heavy on heavy. Nothing happening, of course. Actually, Demo going down, so that's a nice kill there by Ritalin. Nobody on the point right now for Red. Actually, everybody really hurt for Red, who's alive. That's Arthur, the heavy and and Psychotropic, the medic, but they are falling back. They are all alone, way out of position. Or actually, they want to get this flank action, but Blue knows they're there and being pressured super much. They need to get a scout out there or something to come in from behind to get the medic, because Psychotropic is hurt and scared. But no, Blue falls back, actually, it looks like. Do not know why. They could have taken second to last point, I think, there. Of course, they are concerned about a back cap. You do see all this ton of the demo stickies. And of course, that's to prevent a back cap. Here comes the Ubers again. Red Uber popped. Oh, Blue waited a while for that last pop. And Polk actually is super hurt, but he did manage to pop it in time. So it looks like, oh no, they go, Ritalin goes down, even though he's being healed by Polk. But looks like there's almost a complete, I think actually that was a wipe for Blue. Or Red was wiped, Blue wiped them. So they're going to be pushing out the second to last point to get that cap. Finally, if they can. Looks like it's just the soldiers and the medic right now. Here comes the scout. Get on the point, guys. Come on. But of course, they need to secure the area because you don't want to have Red aggression or Red people scouts spamming you from the garage. So of course they're right, but still, I just want to see the point capped. There it is. It was capped. Frostfire in a tricky little spot right here. Trying to catch Blue by surprise when they come in from the garage, which looks like actually it is only John doing right now. He's probably going to fall back. Oh, no, but here he is joined by his soldier buddy, who's falling back now, too. I don't know. But it looks like majority of Blue is here at the choke. They get that Uber. Psychotropic is nowhere close to that, his Uber. But actually, Blue's not able to take down anybody. Frostfire, in fact, actually takes down Hildreth and John Z8. TM4 down as well. So, funnily enough, Blue, the team with the Uber advantage, actually lost more players there. Interesting how that happens. But here comes Red. They have their 100%. Trying to follow up and get that kill. Blue is not able to cap mid, so indeed it is just Red going for this second to last point. Uber is popped on different colors. Uber is also juggled around, so manages to keep most of the team alive. But actually Arthur and Jordan go down, Pretzel's down, Psychotropic is down, so actually the Uber would not do its job right there. Like, the soldier is not long. Nope, Frostfire goes down, and only one scout left. And Polk is close to Uber right there, so they're going to continue the push. Interesting, Ritalin is still going heavy for this. It's a good idea, I like it. I really like the heavy medic combo, because I'm so used to pubs where the heavy medic combo is just almost unbeatable. But here we go, they're pushing in with that Uber on the soldier. Nobody going down yet. Finally, Ritalin, or TM4 and Ritalin taking down Pretzel. One of the scouts. Blue is going to be able to cap this, but it is a successful procedure, but for how long is my question. They do not have the Uber advantage right now, so they'll either have to do a soft push onto mid or wait for soft push onto last, sorry. Or they'll have to wait and see what Red decides to do with their significant Uber advantage. Because right now they have, Psychotropic has 100%, Blue has 60%. So right now would be the time to push for Red if they wanted to be very aggressive. If they're playing defensively, they're obviously going to sit back and wait for Blue to pop in on them. It actually looks like that's what they're going to do, which I do not agree with. I think they should be more aggressive right now. There's 3 minutes left. I say go for it. 3 minutes left in this half. And but now Polk is going to have that 100%, so whatever advantage they had is lost, which is sad. It makes me sad. But here comes the Blue Uber. Looks like it's popped on a Hildreth, I believe. He's going in after the Heavy, but the Uber is flashed to the Heavy, so Heavy manages to stay alive. Red Medic is doing an excellent job of keeping everybody alive. They are hurt, but they are indeed still alive. Meanwhile, 3 players going down for Blue. So Polk manages to get out alive, but it was not a successful Uber right there, and indeed Red is pushing onto second to last. Looks like they're going to be able to get it, which is interesting because I think Polk and his Heavy are are behind the lines, red lines right now. Were they? No. Okay, I'm confusing myself, which I do a lot. Alright, so Hildreth getting in there and getting some good kills on the demo, and I think the soldier for Red. So Polk now has his 100% Uber and gonna want to try to push back onto the second to last. What he is doing is taking his John with him, the demo. Looks like Frostfire goes down, Psychotropic goes down. I'm not sure how close Psychotropic was there for Uber, but Arthur, the Heavy, is down as well, so Red was still rocking that Heavy, and it looks like they're going to be able to cap it. Boom, there it goes. And Polk is still going to have an Uber advantage if they decide to take advantage of said advantage, which we will see if they decide to. Seeing the very similar setup for Red defense right now, just Arthur going Heavy, or still Heavy, obviously. I would like to see some more off-classing, just because I love off-classing. But also because it's been 2-to-1 for a while now, and sometimes you just need to liven things up. I thought the crits was a good idea, but they Red only decided to go for that for 1 life, and then they decided to change back to the medigun. So both Ubers are at 100% right now. If I were Red, I'd play a Pyro or something to just, completely neutralize the Blue Uber. However, they are doing their own little Uber right there. It looks like managing to keep most of the players alive. Different colors is down. Polk goes down. Polk was probably way too much into the middle of things. Here comes Hildreth trying to get the cap. It looks like it's just John and this heavy, and time runs out. So there we go. That was actually pretty close. John may have had a chance there, but time ran out. So there we go. It is 2-1 checkmate over UBS, but it's only halftime, so don't go anywhere. We are back with the second half of this match on Gullywash between Checkmate and UBS. Unbelievably brave sweethearts. We're watching different colors. His rollout getting some nice time, but unfortunately does not beat the scouts to mid. So putting down a bunch of spam there in the garage. Being pressured now by the soldier, but Vanilla Ice Cream, it does go down. Of course, the team switched colors, so UBS is in red right now, and Checkmate is blue. It looks like everything else is pretty much the same, except UBS is deciding to roll the soldier out into mid. So I guess they decided that worked for them, and they will continue to use that strategy. They have 100% Uber now going into second to last point. When are they going to pop? They have not popped it. Polk is really holding on to this. There he goes. Finally pops it. Forces the blue medic to pop as well, and forcing them back into the lobby. Just not getting any kills, but he is doing some great aggression and just pushing them back, which enables his team to cap the second to last. So it's good work by Ritalin there. We'll see if they decide to continue to push all the way to mid, or all the way to last, sorry about that, or if they decide to work up that Uber and then push last. I say go for it. They know Psychotropic doesn't have the Uber right now, so do a soft push, why not? Mostly because I'm kind of impatient. I'm a super impatient person, so I'm not very good at playing competitive stuff. Not that great at talking about it either, because I just want people to go. But it looks like they are being a little more careful, and Polk is worked up his Uber, and he's going to have a nice advantage over Psychotropic. His players took some damage right there, so if they want, they're going to need to push in right now if they want to take advantage of that advantage. It is not going to happen, though, because Psychotropic is going to get his Uber in time. I'm not sure why UBS waited right there, but they did. It looks like they're going for the underwater approach. Of course, underwater is this area where there once was water, but there's no longer water. But we still call it underwater, so they are going for that. Managed to take, looks like by surprise, but they lost Vanilla and Hildreth and Ritalin now in that. Polk is running away. Actually, it looks like Hildreth was on scout for that, so interesting.
The control point is being captured.
But Polk now with John Z, able to defend that last point. Although there's still a scout on there, and Polk has to be careful about not being killed by the scout, but indeed looks like Pretzel does go down, and then Jordan goes down, so both scouts down for blue. Red looking to push back in, I would say. There's just this problem of the heavy medic combo, and then demo and some sticky traps all over the place. So should be a fairly hard push, but they are deciding, are they? Where'd that little scout go? Ritalin also, I am so confused. That was Hildreth, who was a scout who was just trying to get in there, I think. He gets taken down, but Ritalin was poking his head out, and he was way out of position. And was taken down as well. So I'm not sure what the plan for Red was right there. Here comes Blue. They pop their Uber, take down John Z, the demo, take down Vanilla Ice Cream, and going to be able to push on to second to last with not a lot of opposition. So, but Polk has his 100% Uber. He's not around to stop this cap, though. Interesting. They are back here at this standard spot. Oh, Ritalin goes down to some stickies from different colors. Polk was not able to save him, probably because they didn't realize he was sitting on a ton of stickies. But Hildreth and Polk able to actually take down a couple people, one with shotgun, one with a rocket. So I somehow got back online while I was casting. Anyway, they will be able to take the second to last point, and it looks like, again, I really want them to keep pushing, to just continue that aggression, but they are not, probably for the best, but right now they are down 2-1. This is UBS I'm talking about, and just trying to work up that Uber right now. Let's see what type of setup Blue has. I mean, it's nothing different. It's the same old, same old. They got their scout hurting himself. That's Pretzel with the sword, taking self-damage, which is nice because, you know, he'll hurt himself, but he's not wasting any ammo. So it'll help build up that Uber. But Polk is going to have it a lot sooner. It looks like they're going to pause. Indeed, that is a pause. Ritalin is flying, and so are his dog tags. That's kind of funny. Alright, we'll be right back after this pause. Alright, we're back after the pause. Looks like Polk has his 100% Uber. Psychotropic is going to have his very soon, though, so we're going to see 2 Ubers pushing into last. Indeed, that is what's happening, but who's here on the point? That was... he's still alive. It's a sneaky scout. That's TM4. Nobody got him. They managed to defend it, but they did not manage to kill him, so a quick little cap there after the pause. So that brings it to... Oh, the... UBS titled their team name Checkmate as well as Checkmate, just to confuse me. Oh, silly UBS. But anyway, scores are tied 2-2. Vanilla ice cream on his rollout. Looks like he's missing a few of these jumps, probably because he ate too much vanilla ice cream. I often have that problem. I'm no longer able to rocket jump because I eat so much ice cream. And here we come to mid. Looks like most of Blue is coming out of that choke. In fact, all of Blue is. Pretzel going down. Jordan is really hurt right now. I need to focus him down, but it looks like he was retreating. But meanwhile, Red is pushing up, getting some nice time on the point. They have ×3. Polk is managing to stay alive. He's just right in the thick of things, and he's not taking too much damage, but so nicely done right there. They do manage to cap. That is, UBS does. Psychotropic down. Hildreth takes him down. Hildreth on scout again, as he was the initial push last time, so deciding to just mix things up, no problem with that. Here comes the Uber. Polk taking in John, I believe. Yep, unless they changed the demo, but nope. John is still demo, taking him in. Oh, Polk is just fall back. Oh man, he thought he could get that scout, but he could not. And Pretzel takes him down, then Jordan takes down TM4, so Blue is actually looking pretty good right now to make this push back onto mid, which looks like that is what their plan is. Not a whole lot of red present out here. They do have this soldier spamming from his choke, but looks like he's going to have to fall back. Falls to the top. That is vanilla ice cream again. Spots out the medic. We'll see if he can get this medic kill. Psychotropic is super hurt, but no. Vanilla ice cream is not able to get it. Psychotropic is still pretty hurt, actually. He needs to find some health. I think he knows that, though, obviously. So here is Blue's push onto second to last. They are looking pretty strong. I have to worry about this medic heavy in the attic. But Psychotropic does have Uber right now, trying to focus down the heavy, and indeed they do manage to get Ritalin down and cap that second to last point. They have 100% Uber going into the last. We'll see if... Just keep pushing, there we go. They decided to, and Psychotropic clocks that Uber, trying to keep his team alive. Looks like he doesn't even need to Uber them onto the point, so he actually just pulled out the Uber shot the last second to enable his team to cap. So that is a 3-2. Checkmate in the lead. What's the different colors rollouts? Checkmate getting some of that health, getting some of those jumps, doing exactly the same thing he's been doing. But actually, it looks like John is doing something different, and he knew exactly where different colors he was going to put his spam and put some of his own, and took down both scouts actually, that from John. Hildreth is going down, but then actually John went down too. So a lot of back and forth aggression right here, but looks like John is coming up from behind, trying to get whoever it is off mid, and does manage to do that. Oh, and looks like TM4 walked right into his sticky traps, but different colors. He gets taken down to Ritalin, who is on mid with his medic. He is the heavy. Speaking of medic heavy, here comes the Blue pop on their medic heavy. Takes down Polk, takes down John Z. So a nice Uber right there. But there's a back cap going on We will speed through the walls to see who's doing this. It is a sneaky scout. Is it Hildreth? It is Hildreth. So he gets that back cap, which manages to save mid for his team. But unfortunately here is Jordan, who can follow up and cap that point back very easily, since he was right there. So, still a good idea. I still like that action by Hildreth. Looks like blue, that is Checkmate, is still running Arthur as their heavy. They decided they really like that. It's working for them. They are they are up 3-2. So Ritalin is also staying as heavy, so they're just disregarding the usual sixes setup right now, which I agree with, just because I get bored of the usual sixes setup. But here we go. Psychotropic pops on his heavy and soldier, toggling that Uber. Actually not a whole lot of action going down. Vanilla Ice and John Z both down for red. And the rest of red is in this choke right here. Ritalin just going back and forth, trying to put down some spam. Hildreth goes down, and red is going to have to fall back. But Polk has that 100% Uber. He's going to stay with Ritalin, and as soon as blue pushes in, probably going to pop it, and unless they want to be very aggressive and push forward, which I say is a good idea. Oh, but Polk was forced to pop. Pretzel got in on him and pressured him too much, so Polk pops that Uber. They peek out and see the sticky trap, and all of blue on mid and say, you know what, no, we're good. We will be okay to just sit back and defend for another minute. So that is what's going to happen. John is going to put down some sticky traps of his own. And interesting little defense we got going. The heavy medic is up here on the attic. We have the soldier. Hildreth is going back and forth between soldier and scout, which is so confusing. Thanks, Hildreth. Oh, but John Z gets psychotropic with a sticky trap. Oh, that's so huge. Oh man, look at that. Look at all those frags going down. And that's going to be huge for red, not only for the Uber advantage, but now they're going to be able to push back onto mid and cap that. They need to keep going, let a scout, that's what they're doing. They leave a scout behind, and the rest just keep pushing. Oh, but John Z goes down. He was pressured by Jordan, a scout, it looks like. Polk does not have his Uber yet, so he's going to have to stay back. He's getting a little... Okay, he does fall back. Interesting, not healing Ritalin, who was really hurt right there. Alright, so now he's got his 100%. We'll see how they decide to maneuver this. We'll stay on the Polk cam. So, probably waiting for Vanilla Ice to get back up. Vanilla Ice Cream. Oh, I just got it, Vanilla Ice. I got it. So, Vanilla Ice Cream is back up. So we'll see if they decide to push with this. They really should. Psychotropic is back at 100%. So there goes their Uber advantage. This is the thing. It's tricky. Do you want to wait for this one player of yours to get back up, or do you want to charge with your Uber advantage? They did indeed wait, and now they are mowing people down. Actually, Ritalin and Polk managed to get psychotropic right there. Polk is pushing forward a lot. Okay, goes back to find his heavy. Looks like there was a back cap going on mid, but Polk and Ritalin and I think that is John down there, indeed, the demo man, managed to take the second to last. They're going to try to set up a defense right here so they can be offensive, if that makes sense. So they can prevent blue from pushing back out. Blue, that is Checkmate. Looks like they're doing the pretty standard thing once again. That is heavy here on the left with some of the other heavier classes such as Demo and Soldier. And you hear the familiar sounds of a scout hurting himself, which is really annoying. So I'm going to go find the Polk cam. He's got 100%. Push in, guys, push in. I think they can hear me, because that's exactly what they're doing. Excellent work right there. They really need to get Psychotropic. Where did Psychotropic go? He is... Oh, he gets his Uber just in time, but there's nobody for him to Uber right now. He manages to hook up with his soldier, but Red still has a lot of people alive right here. That's Ritalin, the heavy, and his medic. They just need to get on the point right there. Oh, who's pressured right here? It's... Frostfire goes down. Here comes the medic trying to save the day, but no, they are unable to do it. So UBS, not Checkmate, gets another another round under their belt. So it brings the score up to 3-3. I believe we are playing till 5. Standard UGC rules. We have 15 minutes left in the half. So actually, whichever comes first to 5 round wins or 15 minutes. So we will see what's going on. A lot of action here on mid. Of course, Vanilla Ice Cream taking down a Pretzel. Frostfire also down for blue. So they have a little disadvantage going down. And oh, it looks like Vanilla Ice Cream had a good position right there to get the medic Psychotropic, but he was not able to follow through. Red on mid, trying to get some time on there. Sorry about that. But it looks like they were not able to. And Polk very close to Uber right now. Indeed, he does have the Uber, but so does Psychotropic, and Red has got to know that. UBS knows they're pushing into an Uber right now, so they need to be aggressive there. They do not lose their medic or their heavy or anything like that in that push. So a good push when you know you're pushing into an Uber. However, they need to do something else with this. Polk falls back. Frostfire actually is down. Hildreth doing some nice scout work, and indeed Hildreth and TM4 are actually able to take down the medic and the soldier. So some nice work right there. Polk's still alive too, so he's still been building on that Uber. Hildreth is right near the point. Oh man, sneaky Hildreth. Let's see if he can get any time on there, but there's a heavy that knows he's there. Oh, and yeah, he does go down. Frostfire takes him down with a rocket, which is unfortunate, but some good positioning there by Hildreth. Polk almost has his, 80% on that Uber and needs to fall back. Do not take this spam. Wait, where is Hildreth? I mean, Polk is not right. There's Polk. Okay. That makes more sense. Some rollers were coming his way. Instead of falling back straight, he fell back down the stairs. So Polk is a capable medic, as we were seeing. Of course, if he's played any amount of time with Hildreth, he probably picked up some of those medic skills. Here comes the Uber going in. The Uber's on the point now, though. Red needs to get there un-Ubered. Nobody there. Just 5 up for Red. Lost one more. There we go. Whew. And UBS is able to take one more, so now it's 4-3. Watch, this is John Z8 cam. Getting some heals with a Z from his medic. What kind of, oh, there you go. I was wondering about his shooting the door, and then I realized, yeah, it's for the sticky jumps. So again, he's putting down those stickies very close to the point, expecting that jump in from the soldier, perhaps. Well, anyway, he did a good job anticipating that. Soldier is still alive, though. Everyone from blue, half of blue coming from Garage, half coming from Choke. Looks like Vanilla Ice Cream tried to jump in there and get Psychotropic, but Psychotropic manages to escape, and Vanilla Ice Cream goes down, which is a terrible, terrible day for Vanilla Ice Cream lovers everywhere. Red is just pushing up into the garage, being super aggressive right there. They don't even have the point, but John is on the point right now. Oh, Polk went down. Jordan, the scout, was in on him, and Riddlin only was able to get Jordan after he killed his medic, so that's going to give a great Uber advantage to Psychotropic, and he indeed does off the Uber on Frostfire, his soldier, who is pushing Red back major. They see the sticky trap here. I'm actually surprised John didn't set that off right there. He might have been able to get somebody. But they fall back to mid in order to cap the point, which they indeed do. Looks like we have a sniper up. Hildreth has gone sniper, so if you're keeping track, Hildreth has gone scout, soldier, heavy, and now sniper in this one game of 6s. So, a man of many hats. Ha, hats, get it. See if he gets a shot there, not able to finish it off on different colors. You really want something. Oh, but he's so hurt right now and being pressured by Jordan and goes down. So, sniper down, that's going to enable blue to have an easier time pushing. And Psychotropic is so close to Uber right now, I can't believe he's out here. Okay, so red has fallen back and blue's continue to push in. Looks like Psychotropic is going to use that Uber to push into last, which of course is a good idea. There's nobody here at last. He may not even need the Uber. Indeed, stack the point with 4 people. Oh, there we go. Alright, so he does decide to pop. He was being pressured. And there we go. Checkmate, able to come back. So now it is 4-4. Next cap wins it, guys. Next cap wins it. Hildreth is back on soldier. We see we still got our heavies. Whoa, John just went flying through, so that was a nice jump there. I was impressed. And he deciding to go for the garage roll. I think that first time I've seen him do that. Oh no, but he actually did that before to counter different colors spam from Choke. So TM4 going down, Jordan managing to take him. Different colors going down though, that'll be big. Ritalin also taking down Pretzel, the scout, and this jumping in soldier who's trying to pressure his medic. Polks, meanwhile though, is still alive, building up that Uber fast. Long as well, Psychotropic is also building up, and he is falling back because, oh no, he's not able to fall back fast enough, and Vanilla Ice Cream takes him down. Heavy goes through the drop down. See what he decides to do there. He's just being sneaky. That's Arthur. But they know he's there, and Hildreth finishes him off. So Red has this very nice Uber advantage. There's only 2 up now for Blue. They really need to get a huge defense going on last right now. That is, Checkmate does. Because UBS is in a great position right here. They have their heavy medic combo with an Uber ready on second to last. Hulk, although, is getting hurt really bad. What happened right there? I think Jordan, the scout, was just in on Polk and managed to pressure him to pop that Uber, so that's unfortunate actually. Really too bad for UBS. That will slow their push significantly, and Hildreth actually goes down to a sticky chop from different colors, so that is also another unfortunate turn of events for UBS. So we'll see what kind of setup Blue has on defense. Familiar sights and sounds, the scout hurting himself, the self-flagellation, the slow buildup of the Uber, the waiting, and the waiting, and the waiting. Hildreth is on Sniper. So of course, whenever anything gets dull, you can always count on Hildreth to do something to spice it up. So we'll see what he decides to do. Trying to get some sort of big pick right here. Which will be really exciting if he can do. So we'll stay on his cam. Oh, gets a shot on the demo. Different colors is down to 10 health. But finds his medic or the locker and builds right back up. So that could have been big. Was not quite. I wonder what Hildreth is going to do right here, because having a sniper as one of your guys to push into last. Oh, takes on Pretzel. Nice headshot right there. They had Pretzel gone off-classing and to counter Hildreth, but he goes down. Both Ubers popped on the heavies. Not a whole lot going down. Ton of spam going down on the point. That's John just putting ton. Hildreth takes on Psychotropic, the medic. So this could be it. No, it's not. Hildreth and TM4 are the only ones alive for Red. TM4 is on the point right now. He goes down. Here comes Hildreth. Can he do it? He is. It's going to be a sniper cap. Can it? Is it? Maybe? Oh my god, no. Hildreth goes down. Oh, I'm so excited. But no, he does not manage to do it. That would have been crazy. Really, really crazy. But no, Red is going to have to put together another push to finish this match up. However, Blue is pushing back onto second to last. Do they know there's a soldier right there? There's a soldier, guys. Yeah, that's Jordan. Yeah, he was capping the point there, guys. But he does go down. Polk's got a nice little Uber advantage over Psychotropic. Psychotropic is not building. Why isn't he building? His Uber, that was interesting. I wonder what happened there. But so that's going to give Polk a pretty significant advantage if they push once they immediately get that Uber, which they really should do. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left. It's not like they're low on time, but I'm low on patience right now. I really want this to... Big finish, guys. Big finish. Let's do it. Besides, Polk is on vacation. We can't have these matches last hours and hours. Apparently he says he's in Hawaii, so why would you be playing TF2 when you're in Hawaii, Polk? That's my question. Silly, silly. But here we go. They have that Uber. They need to push. Oh, Psychotropic is definitely going to get his Uber in time. So we'll see what they decide to do with it. Hildreth is on scout right now, so they can't depend on a sniper pick. Blue Uber is popped in last, so it looks like Red is going to fall back and wait for that Blue Uber to wear off. Looks like Psychotropic was really, really hurt, so he was forced to push that. That's going to be great for Red, although Polk just popped. Where is he? They're in the hallway. They're not even in last. So here they come. Uber's going to wear off before they even manage to get into the last point. Polk's still alive, fortunately. But For how long is the question, and will they be able to do anything with this is the other question. Vanilla Ice Cream super hurt. He's under the point right now in the water section. Heavy is down, and who is getting that point? Oh man, it was Team 4 again, trying to be the sneaky scout. Oh no, I hear the click of a minigun out of ammo, but it doesn't matter because there is the cap. Woo! Vanilla Ice Cream and John were able to get that cap at the last, well, everything's at the last second if you get the cap. Anyway, there we go. There are the scores. That was an excellent match. Great seeing guys I'm familiar with, like Polka and Hill, just tearing it up in different classes, so that was a lot of fun. Meanwhile, Checkmate, not a shabby team at all, so again, I can't believe these guys are in Steel because there's some excellent work going on. So again, this is UGC Steel 6s. I'm not sure when they play, but I hope they continue sending me demos because 6s are fun, and it's fun to see players we know as Highlanders as 6s players. So anyway, thanks for sending this in. Polk did send it in. Now go enjoy the rest of your vacation, Polk. Silly. Go to the beach or something. I think I'm going to go to the pool. Alright, that's it. Have a good day, guys.